Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chi, Cultivation, and Manipulation. And if you wish to support this channel, you can buy a book on Amazon for $7. Links are in the description, but if you have Kindle Unlimited, it's going to be $0. And today we're going to be talking about biokinesis. Alright, biokinesis, here we go. The most profound ability Chi has and what our mind is capable of doing upon ourselves is called biokinesis. This is the act of changing oneself through intent, meditation, time, and focus. Biokinesis requires you to be able to maintain focus on many different things at once, more so than any other mental exercise listed within this book. You need to be able to channel your chi to parts of your body, maintain a transic meditation, and command change of yourself over periods of 5 minutes and up to 30 minutes of concentrating. To understand why such an ability would be possible within us is simple. Chi affects the body and is part of what makes us living organisms. Therefore, we can change how our bodies work and looks. Biokinesis has the ability to heal and change the appearance and ability of any part of the body. On the exterior, you can change how people look, what parts of the body are basically tamed or changed. The body is changed by diving into controlling the mechanisms of your body and learning how to control what happens to it. So, in a nutshell, biokinesis is simply being able to will your own idea of what you want to create for yourself into reality on yourself. So, such as examples, changing sexual organs, changing your eye color, changing your hair color or your hair density, changing the complexion of your skin, being able to stay up longer, whatever the case is you want to change physically about yourself that you can change, you can use biokinesis to do so. Biokinesis formula. Biokinesis equals chi manipulation plus tulpas, reinforced often, plus time. So for an example, change eye color, which is the biokinesis that you wish to change, is equal to chi channeled to the irises of both eyes or one eye. So you have to be able to manipulate your chi in such a way that you can manipulate it to your irises of your eyes so that you can concentrate on your irises of your eyes. Tulpas of color changing to a new color. So you're also, let's say your eyes are blue, you want to change them to green. Your eyes are brown, you want to change them to gold. Whatever the case is, you have the color in your mind. You can visually perceive the color and you can see the color imprinted onto an eye that represents your eye. That's essentially what the tulpa is trying to do. Plus the time, which is 30-minute session per day. So the formula is biokinesis equals chi manipulation tulpas plus time. The example is changing eye is equal to chi channeling to the irises, tulpa of the color of the eye, and the 30-minute session per day concentrating on it. Biokinesis to change the eye color is probably the easiest example of how biokinesis can work. If you were to channel chi to your irises and reinforce them with the proper tulpa for an extended session of 30 minutes every day, you will start to see changes within half a month or so to a month. The intensity you put into these sessions can change the very nature of who you are on a genetic level. When you also practice chi manipulation, the parts of your body that are affected by your biokinesis will also shine brighter and liven up. What this means is that as you perfect the uses of biokinesis to help you, the more control of chi manipulation you have, the more easier the change will start to be and show. As long as you practice every day for an extended period of time, over the course of a couple months, you'll see an improvement. It is similar to any process you learn, and when you dedicate months to it, then you can see the change. Another interesting movie take on this is if you've seen James Bond Die Another Day, they have the people in the genetic beds, and they're given light radiation, and light will change your genetic code. Essentially, it's the same principle, but you're manifesting your own light, your own chi energy to affect the change of your body. In order to perform biokinesis, you should always start with a full body tulpa and pineal gland activation for several minutes. You want to get within the transic state under the influence of DMT, and you want to be able to generate chi from your solar plexus. So then again, DMT from your head, chi from your belly, your solar plexus, you want to be able to combine them together. Similar to loosening muscles exercise, you'll be able to channel both lines to the targeted area. And similar to the exercise, it will affect your body with involuntary movements, and when you make a solid connection, the regional target will also tingle or irritate when chi is acting on it. or a certain pressure. Once you can establish a connection from both areas to the targeted area, you must give reinforced tulpas to that chi that you channel from your mind using the DMT connection. Remember that your body will be affected by chi as well as your DMT. DMT helps allow the process of change to occur by changing the mindset of your body while chi does the work. Essentially, it's accessing higher functions of your belief system in your brain. So you have the channeling, the tulpas, the image of the change you want to work inside your head, but now you have to hold and regulate all of that for a long time. I believe a session for 30 minutes a day, 5 to 6 days a week, is the best way to keep practice going and to ensure change happens. Biokinesis is a slow process because it requires you to will your intention to change your body and requires many more hours of time spent channeling your chi. You must be within a transic meditation mindset while running multiple processes. In addition to the initial biokinesis formula, you must be able to use the concentrated chi manipulation tool to keep chi in the proper area as it affects your body and constantly be feeding it from your solar plexus. Your breathing must be on point and focused on your gland, but also in a rhythmic and long-lasting fashion. So you're taking in a whole bunch of things. You're taking in breathing, you're taking in posture, you're taking in tulpa intention, you're talking about chi manipulation, you're talking about generating chi, you're talking about accessing your own DMT, you're talking about how the breath work can lead into that change. You're also reinforcing the tulpas, so once you make the connection, you're reinforcing and saying like change color, change the color, etc. When starting out with biokinesis, try to figure out what is worth changing and what is not. Maybe there's a slight imperfection you want to have something stand out or that you can't normally. Try to spend a good amount of time getting comfortable at using meditation, but work towards 30-minute sessions and form your own mechanisms to transform your visual process into physical manifestation. As with all chi manipulation exercises, biokinesis requires time and disciplined practice to ensure change within the body. It is within the exceptional discipline that you can actually change anything with chi, but it will happen with this mastery. So if biokinesis equals this formula, right, then the change color must equal that as well. So I put in the both formulas, but essentially saying if biokinesis is to equal etc., then it'll equal that. Practice the full body tulpa exercise and intended commands. Then channel chi from the stomach, solar plexus, and pineal gland into the irises of both eyes. From a stomach, solar plexus, and pineal gland to the irises, and feed in intentions, commands, and visual representations of the color you want to change it. Focus on all of the processes for the continuous 30 minutes, repeating and visualizing each tulpa to change the eye color. You can apply the formula to many forms and intentions on the body. The body can generate a substantial amount of energy to change itself and the world around it. Biokinesis is the will to empower yourself to do and change, become better. Many different changes can occur with the help of biokinesis, such as stronger muscles, bone density, flexibility, focus, organ changes, and other noticeable physical changes. Biokinesis practice will allow your body to experience behavioral amounts of chi energy that will be radiating off the person, including the spots focused on by biokinesis. The places you put intention to will always become more vibrant, whether it's chi manipulated to the area and given the proper tulpas. You can train yourself to improve, change, or manipulate your body using the tool or how to wish to see the outcome. You can apply the transic meditation for improving all forms of chi manipulation and improve the Alexis board in the different exercises. However, if your focus is on yourself, then you can physically change. Biokinesis can be as physical as the changing of the eye color, but also your mental state and philosophy, and to be able to formulate your own morals and world understanding. How you perceive everything is another factor you must consider on how you will react emotionally. You can train yourself to taking criticism better, learn from mistakes easier, and forgive people quicker. You become a better person with discipline and practice. Beyond this change is mentally the same. All can be used to change what happens to you physically and how your chi affects others around you. So another last note is simply saying you can change yourself mentally the same way as we do physically. And mentally it's more easier if you train it over time, and that's something that I think a lot of what Western culture is missing, is to be able to train your own mental state so that you don't emotionally burst out, that you don't lose yourself in some sort of way that's detrimental to your work environment or how you interact with people, that's based on an emotional reaction. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking with me. Chi, cultivation, and manipulation. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time.